The House of the Dragon Season 2 official trailer dropped earlier this month, and it looks like it's going to be really good. House of the Dragon exploded onto the scene in 2022 and took everyone by surprise. After the disastrous Season 8 of Game of Thrones, which most everyone is in agreement was a colossal failure, though I'm of the opinion that the show went downhill near the end of Season 4 when the showrunners ran out of Martin's material, House of the Dragon was up against a wall with absolutely no momentum. Despite being in the difficult spot left to them by Game of Thrones, the House of the Dragon showrunners shocked everyone with a well-written, high-quality show. This production was all the more brilliant when compared to another show released during the same time, with an even higher budget and a lot of momentum behind it, which for all intents and purposes failed miserably. Over the summer, we're going to have another interesting opportunity for comparison. Over the course of 3 months, we will see the release of 3 shows from 3 different giant intellectual properties. On June 4th, we will see another visit to the Star Wars universe with the release of The Acolyte. We don't know fully what the show will be about yet, but we can make some guesses, and the reaction to what has been revealed has not been favorable. 2 weeks later, we'll see the release of Season 2 of House of the Dragon, which is highly anticipated. Then, near the end of the summer, Rings of Power Season 2, the trailer for which has been ratioed to oblivion, will be released. Judging by the trailer for Rings of Power, the quality will not improve. I'm sure the House of the Dragon showrunners will find satisfaction in that, given the way Amazon fired them after all the work they did for the Conan show. 3 shows from 3 monster franchises pertaining to a similar genre going head to head to head. May the best show win. As far as the trailer itself goes, it looks like it's going to be more of the same from Season 1, which, in this case, is a very good thing. You can feel the tension between the 2 families really ratcheting up, particularly after the conclusion of Season 1. The characters still seem to be in character, though we can get very little true characterization from a 2-minute trailer, and the graphics look to be top-notch. You can really tell the showrunners care about the lore and presentation of the story, even going back to the teaser trailers released earlier this year. The entire premise of the story is the civil war between House Targaryen, between the Greens and the Blacks, where the entire 7 Kingdoms is eventually forced to choose sides. The teaser trailers did the exact same thing, with one telling the story from the perspective of the Greens, and the other telling the story from the perspective of the Blacks. The newest trailer is much more straightforward, depicting the story in a more neutral way. There is animosity, jealousy, and hatred between these people, fighting battles that have been decades in the making. The Targaryens are at war, and they will drag the entire realm into it with them. As unbelievable as it may seem, the scope of the show is growing even further, with the armies of the other houses taking to the field. House of the Dragon did a lot to wash out the bad taste left over from Game of Thrones, and it looks like the show will continue at a level above the later seasons of that show. However, I think it's important to remember that it is the nature of shows to diminish in quality, and there's no reason to think that House of the Dragon will not fall victim to this truth as well. Still, a House of the Dragon season that's a little worse than Season 1 is still better than 90% of the other content available now. On top of all that, this is probably some of the only new A Song of Ice and Fire content we can expect to get for a long while. George R.R. Martin has given all indications that he is unable to finish his book series. His recent statements about his progress on The Winds of Winter all but confirm the truth. We are never getting other books in this series. He can't or won't write any more. So with the exception of the Dunk and Egg adaptations that are on the docket, this is all we're going to get, at least until George is gone and the publisher is able to hire someone to complete the series to the best of their ability. Enjoy it while you got it, because it's pretty much all we're getting. House of the Dragon is an excellent series that shows just what can be accomplished when you hire people that care about the source material and insist on high quality. Will it continue on the level of its inaugural season? Probably not. Will it continue to be very good? Probably so. I know I'm looking forward to seeing how they adapt the Dance of the Dragons. What do you think? Are you looking forward to House of the Dragon? Do you think we'll get any more of A Song of Ice and Fire? What other parts of A Song of Ice and Fire would you like to see adapted? Let me know down below. Thanks for watching.